Hey vinyl community, how you doing? And welcome to Beatle Brad's channel. Glad to see you here, and it's a happy, terrific, it's an anniversary of the Beatles. 57 years ago today. I was pausing for that moment to let you take it in. 57 years ago today, the Beatles arrived in America, and it was huge. It was such a big deal. America was not expecting the Beatles to be this crazy and this big, but they were. It was unbelievable. And so I want to share with you some of the fantastic things that I've got of Beatlemania, as we called it here in America. It was just unbelievable with all the pandemonium. They had stuff on the radio, and they were counting it down with Beatle minutes, and they were giving the weather and saying it's 55 Beatle degrees out right now, and they had all kinds of stuff, and the Beatles were just loving it. And Paul McCartney said he wouldn't come to America unless they had a #1, and they did, and it was perfect timing of the whole thing. And this kicked it off of the Beatles. I Want to Hold Your Hand 45. This is my first pressing of it, and it was just unbelievable. So thrilling of times. I mean, I wasn't old enough to experience what is in America for us the Ed Sullivan Show. I had to be a little bit later on as a generation person. I was only 2 years old when Ed Sullivan was on, so I couldn't really totally take it all in. This is a second pressing of it. And then there was a anniversary edition that came out. But this is just an exciting way to show you a little bit of the Beatles in America, of some of the items that are out there right now that you can get. And you may say, okay, Beatle Brad, that's the 45, it's very cool. And then in America, this is the album that did it all for us. Meet the Beatles. This is so cool. Really, really enjoy this album. This album changed the world and changed America. It really did. It was amazing of how this album started Beatlemania, which was never a phrase before. And the Beatles were such an incredible band that did it all. This is my pressing of it. One of my pressings, I should say. But yeah, the Beatles really just captivated the world with all of their music, fascination, so much so that the Beatles did a radio show, and this was done for the DJs. It was an open-end interview with the Beatles, and it came with a script and everything. So the Beatles would say, "Oh, very happy to be on your show, and we're glad to be here." And the DJ would say, "Great to have you here, guys. You know, who started that haircut?" "Oh, it's called Arthur." You know, and this was the interview, and they'd play it anywhere. So it was kind of like the Beatles were in the studio doing that. And this was really, really great to have, the open-end interview, and this is really pretty neat. Here's the record. Won't go into all of that. But to go one more step a little bit further, here's something really neat I wanted to show you. This is the CD of it as well. And this is the open-end interview. And then there are several different other ones on the back there. But that's the... And then here is the actual script. It's all typed out and done. These are showing you the different labels. But yeah, this is the open-end interview, and the whole discussion is really quite fascinating of how this is all done. It's got some other stuff in here, but I won't go into all of that because that's not what we're talking about. Talking about the Beatles in America, like I said, 57 years ago today in 1964, the Beatles arrived. And this is my next Beatles album, and it's Meet the Beatles again. I Want to Hold Your Hand was just played constantly, constantly. And we had DJs here in America like Murray the K. They were just going crazy with it. And Cousin Brucey, he was on the Beatles radio show. But that was really neat. But this one's a little bit different. This one's got a sticker right here, and this signifies actually that this is a promotional copy. So this is a promo of Meet the Beatles with my original inner sleeve. Yeah, that's really pretty cool. And I'll show you the record. There you go. Meet the Beatles. Excellent, excellent. And it's in very good shape. This is a mono pressing for those of you that are listening and paying attention. My shirt's got the Beatles on the same picture of the 45 sleeve of the Beatles, but this is what best I could do. So I'm sorry, I tried. And also this is a press release newspaper that came with the album as well. And this is a whole article and write-up about the Beatles, and this is the original one. This is what came in for like a press release for that Meet the Beatles. This is really pretty cool. Extremely rare to have everything in that Meet the Beatles. So you may say, well, Beatle Brad, I really can't afford to have all the vinyl and all that kind of stuff. I just want to hear the music. Well, let me show you some of the neat stuff in the music. This is a CD single of the 45 of the Beatles, and this is a promotional copy. So right up, I can't find it right now, but right up in here, it says promo. But I'll show you the CD. This is a CD single of I Want to Hold Your Hand. And right here it says for promotional use, not for sale. There, it's a promo right there. So yeah, that's pretty awesome, pretty cool. Get the Beatles, I Want to Hold Your Hand, and 45 CD. Very cool, very rare. And then we were all excited to get the Beatles. This was floating around for the longest time. This was the Beatles. This is a DVD bootleg of the Beatles and Ed Sullivan. And I was started to show you some of this on my DVD and got flagged and got in trouble. So so I can't show it to you. It's just not any fun. But yeah, this is just a very simple DVD. And then for later on, this one came out, which was really neat. This is the Ed Sullivan shows. This is much cleaner. And this is a regular, legit DVD that came out. And this folds out like this and like this. And this is an excellent, excellent one. If you don't have this in your collection, this is kind of maybe a nice one to get that you would enjoy. And the sound quality and the picture is perfect on this. So you may want to pick that up. And also on your list, you might want to get this, which is the Beatles' U.S. First Visit. This is kind of a documentary following the Beatles during their trip here in America. And this is terrific. This is really a great DVD. Here we go. I'll show you the inside of it. So that's kind of fun. And like I said, if you just want to listen to the music, there's a CD of the Beatles, of Meet the Beatles. And this is really quite neat. But anyway, yeah, so here we are with the Beatles in America. 57 years ago today. Golly, that's unbelievable to think that that's today, in 1964, the Beatles came to America. And America's really never been the same since, because we've experienced and had Beatlemania, and it's been going on strong. And here we are in 2021, and it's still, the Beatles are rocking right along. But I hope you get a chance to maybe play Meet the Beatles. If you've got it, blow the dust off your Meet the Beatles. Drag it out and listen to your Meet the Beatles. It's kind of fun, kind of exciting. Great Beatles day for today. And as I said, happy anniversary to the Beatles and Meet the Beatles. And as I say on my channel, I'm out of here. Take care, everybody. See you on the next video, and happy anniversary, Beatles, coming to America.